Okay, welcome. Happy Monday. So let's get started. Let's start with just by choosing a posture, just being present, consciously choosing. So don't let it be a habit. Let it be something that you actually are choosing from this present moment. And you don't have to overcomplicate that. This present moment. Just in a really innocent, simple way, just being truthful to where you are, what's happening right now. Because maybe I shouldn't say we, me, I have the habit, and maybe you do too, of pushing, striving, thinking that I've got to get somewhere, I've got to achieve something, and it's understandable. I mean, I'll say for myself, I'll forgive myself. It's forgivable. And if you have that habit, it's forgivable as well, because so we've struggled a lot, had a lot of difficulty, fear, anxiety, disappointment, discouragement, pain, loss. And we don't want to fall back to what we consider to be the worst. We want to move forward, and our habit and what we've been told is that we've got to do that. You sometimes hear me say, there's it's a very American notion: pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The meaning is, take care of yourself. You do it. Nobody else is going to help you out. It's all on you, buddy. But that's not working out so well. I mean, it hasn't worked out very well for me. And when I look around the world, it doesn't seem to be working out very well for many people. So here, the invitation is to something different. The invitation is to be gentle and to trust that you are carried, you're supported, you're uplifted, and that's reliable. That through your effort, through my effort, we can only achieve so much. There's a time and place for that, of course. Sensible, brush your teeth, take care of paying the bills, get to bed on time, forgive. You want to do these things. You want to take care of what you can, but there's so much that we can't. And if our only hope is just to try harder, well, we're doomed. So here we're exploring another possibility. You do your best. You're showing up, so you're doing your best. And then it's to choose a posture where you can receive the support, and to be gentle with yourself, loving with yourself, like you would with a baby. So we don't, at least when we're when we're not at our worst, we don't demand things of the baby, the newborn baby. We don't say, you feed yourself. We recognize that the baby needs the support, and we are that support. So here we're going to hold ourselves like a baby, see ourselves like a baby, be like a baby. Because there's so much that so many of our needs that didn't get met. And if we just keep whipping ourselves and saying, try harder, try harder, try harder, then it's not gonna work out. So there's a balance. I'm a yoga enthusiast. Okay, so yoga is a divine union. The root of the word is the same as the root of the word to yoke. So to bind ourselves to the divine, so that the human and the divine are bound together. So we do our part, and then we have to trust that we are supported, that there is truly something outside of our own minds, outside of our own willpower. And that's difficult because most of us, like I said, we didn't have basic needs were not met all along the way. So many times. No, so many times they were, of course. Maybe 99% of the time they were, but even if just 1% of the time they were not, then if we lie about that and we say, grow up, you shut up, you just suck it up and go along with the program, get in line, work harder, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's not going to work out. So we're choosing a posture. And then whatever your posture is, first of all, be aware of the support that's under you, whatever that orientation is. So if you're lying down, it's what's under your back. If you're sitting, then it's what's under your thighs and your buttocks. But whatever that is, just bring your attention there and notice that you are supported and that you can release the unnecessary effort so that you can just be in contact with that support, be in union with that support. If you've ever participated in a hatha yoga class, probably know that oftentimes, most of the time, the final pose is shavasana, corpse pose. And they say it's the most difficult pose. I agree, it's the most difficult pose by far. And that's what we're doing here. Whether you're a seated corpse or you're lying down, it's to be so relaxed. So we start with the most advanced thing. Then we've got it inverted here. Maybe I should rethink that. But it's very, very, very advanced. So give yourself a break if it seems hard. Because really, if you're really honest, if I'm really honest, wow, how humbling this is. I've been practicing this for years and years and years and years and years, and still that habit of exerting unnecessary effort remains. It's softened a great deal. If it hadn't, I wouldn't still be doing it. And I experience profound benefits from this, even though I'm imperfect, even though I don't get it right. Because the awareness is the most important thing. It's not how perfect you are at it. It's not how successful you think you are. It's just your willingness. So continue to just bring your awareness gently to that support and your relationship to that support. So start to notice how you make the unnecessary effort and then soften. Be like that baby held in your divine mother's arms. So even if your human mother was imperfect, as all human mothers are, bless them, all human fathers as well, all humans. This is to be held in your divine mother's arms who is perfect. So she has you. You do not need to fear or worry, even though you do fear and worry, as I do as well. But it's that she is reliable 100%. You can always trust this. So you just keep noticing, oh, I've been spooked. There I am again, trying too hard. Oh, I'm resisting, I'm fearing, I'm straining, reasserting that unnecessary effort, the gripping, the clenching, the tensing, and then to surrender. And notice that here she is, still holding you, still supporting you, 100% reliable. So it's really actually seems so simple, but it's a very, very, very powerful practice because every experience that we have is a product of the nervous system. Even though we may say there are objective things happening out there, my experience is a product of the nervous system. Your experience is a product of the nervous system. And so even, if we try to change, if our focus is on the external circumstances, then our progress, our success will be greatly hindered because we're focused on the wrong thing. So many of us think this is a popular notion. We've got to achieve success externally. But you see how many people have achieved great success externally? They've got they've ticked off all the boxes. They've got everything that they're supposed to have achieved, and they're still unhappy. Because it's not the external that's going to give us what we want, because all experience is a product of the nervous system. So here we're going right directly to the root. Because if I can't experience support with what's 100% reliable, then what's the likelihood that I'm going to experience support or satisfaction with what comes and goes? Because the money comes and goes, the relationships come and go, health comes and goes, lifetime comes and goes, all of these things come and go. So if I'm putting all my eggs in that basket, not going to go very well. So here we're doing what the mind is conditioned to dismiss as absolutely stupid. So how could this be helpful? Just being here. So again, bring your attention gently. It's not, you don't have to hold it. You don't have to keep it there. You don't have to like pin it to the ground and pin it into submission. It's not like that. This is not about holding your attention there. It's just notice how you get spooked, startled, daydreaming, fearful, anxious, worried, distressed. It's totally fine. We're not trying to get rid of it. We're allowing all of that. So all of that is perfectly fine. Let it all be here. All the images, the memories, the thoughts, the sensations, it's all perfectly allowed. All of the distractions, all of the judgments, the opinions, all of that. It's all perfectly welcome. It's really necessary. That's part of the process. And then just notice that the support is here. Notice how you're working against the support. Hopefully not as much as before, but maybe. Whatever the case, just see that you can release something, a little bit. Just be surrendered into your Divine Mother's arms. And if that image doesn't work for you, whatever image works for you, I don't care. Just notice that really, genuinely, truthfully, we're not making this up. Actually, the support is here. It actually has you. So all of the gripping, tensing, armoring, it's not necessary. It doesn't do us any good. It's totally unnecessary, totally pointless. So surrender that, just release that, and then allow whatever you are aware of to be here. So we're allowing for our awareness to be inclusive. If we try to push things away because we have judgments that shouldn't be happening, or that's bad, or that's the antithesis of success, we get distraught because, oh no, I still have that anxiety. Oh no, there's that thought. Oh no, that sensation. Oh no, that memory. Just maintaining the old patterns. Okay, so whatever your orientation may be, then for a moment, bring your awareness to the base of the pelvic floor, the perineum, to whatever degree you can. Some people have varying degrees of awareness of this area. So physically, energetically, imaginatively, you can just totally make it up. I don't care. But just have willingness. Just play along. Bring your attention there. Most of us are so worked up. We need to have our awareness here just to notice how hard we are working unnecessarily. This is like basic survival. Okay. So we need to have our awareness here and notice that actually we're held, we're supported, it's okay. We can release here. So just for a moment, release whatever unnecessary effort you're able to. So now we're going to do something that we did, I think, a little over a week ago, and for some of you it was a little stimulating. So start if less is more. Okay, if you have any doubts about whether this might be too stimulating for you, then do less. Okay, we're going to hum, and what I'd like you to bring your awareness to, we'll do it 3 times. Okay, and I just want you to have the first time I want you to have awareness of just feeling how this is resonating in your whole body, including at the perineum, the base of the pelvic floor. The second time, have awareness of how it's resonating in the whole body, also bringing a little bit more awareness to the thoracic cavity, the chest. And then the third time, awareness of how it's resonating in the whole body, also with a little bit of specific awareness, how it's resonating in the head. And in the head, I want you to notice, is it resonating more on one side or the other? Does it seem to flow nicely? Okay, so just have that awareness. So we'll do that 3 times. Again, if in doubt, do less, meaning shorter, and maybe only just do 1. So just to demonstrate, if you have any doubt, you just do like this. Very short. If you've done this before and you're very comfortable with it, you can do it for longer. You could one more note about this. As you're noticing how it's resonating, don't be afraid to let go, because what you're going to notice is highlights areas, subtleties of where you're holding things that are unnecessary. So it will highlight those, and then you can allow that to help you to release in these subtle pockets of holding, so that you'll start to feel it vibrating more pleasantly and more in a more balanced way. So go ahead and do that 3 times if you'd like, or only once. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple more things. Got the time. I'm going to take the headphones off because for this, we're going to do something with the ears. So you're going to want to be able to access your ears. And let's start by just rubbing the palms together so that you can have just activate the hands. Okay. So we'll just sort of interlace the fingers, and however works for you. It's just to activate them, to bring more awareness there, so that you're just having the clear feeling sense. You want to have the sensitivity in the fingers. Maybe you feel, after you've done that, you just take a moment, should feel increased sensitivity in the fingers and in the hands. Maybe notice a little bit of tingling, light tingling, buzzing, whatever you notice, it's fine. And then let's just bring the fingers or the hands behind the ears and sort of pull the ears gently forward. Okay, just gently, don't do anything wild. And then just sort of make some circles there. And do this with awareness. The awareness is the key. You know, if you just do it mechanically, it's not going to be so great, but do it with awareness, with the awareness that you can release the unnecessary holding there, so that you should start to feel that everything becomes softer and more supple behind the ears. It's just making some circles. You can do opposite direction and kind of move up and down so that you can come up above the ears, so that you're kind of folding the ears down a little bit. And then release the hands and just notice. So be aware of the newness here. Let that integrate. What I mean by that is when you do this, you should be releasing the soft tissue so that the habits of holding unnecessary tension in the soft tissue, whether we're talking muscles or fascia or whatever, that those habits which are in the nervous system are being altered so that there's more suppleness, more ease, more space, even if it's just a little bit. And we need to take this moment to consciously be present to the experience so that we don't reassert the old habit. And what this will do is it will highlight those impulses of the old habit so that you become more aware of them. So that as you're going through your day, your days, you have more awareness around that so that when those impulses start to reassert themselves, you'll start to notice. You'll notice that under stress, for example, there are habits, there's impulses that you'll start to notice at a subtler level, and you can just remain open, restful, so that you don't reassert them. So that this area behind the ears on the skull, and it's a lot of stuff coming together here, that can remain supple rather than the old habit. Okay. And then let's do that one more time. So let's rub the palms and fingers, just kind of reactivate them. And then take a moment and just feel the fingers, the hands, so that you can really notice the sensation there. And then let's do the same, just kind of gently fold the ears forward and make some circles there. Again, with awareness, so be aware. And oh, here's a nice thing. You can open the mouth, open the jaw. And then close the jaw slowly and release the hands. Again, just take a moment to allow that to integrate so that you're noticing what's new, what's different. There should be something, you should notice that your nervous system is signaling you of something new. It could signal something, it could interpret it as something positive. That's always nice when that happens. More often, it's going to say something seems off, something's a little uncomfortable. I don't really know how I feel about this. Some cases, it could even say, this is really uncomfortable, even maybe painful. Okay, so if you're experiencing that it's at all painful, first of all, don't worry. You didn't do anything to hurt yourself. It's just your nervous system adjusting. So just take a rest if that's the case. Really, really important to know you didn't do anything to hurt yourself. So just review, what did I do? Did I do anything crazy? No, just gave myself a gentle massage behind the ears. But wherever you are on that spectrum of interpreting it as positive or neutral, that could happen, like, I don't think anything happened, or this is uncomfortable, or it's slightly painful. Anywhere on that spectrum is fine. You can learn from that, whatever. And just allow this to integrate, knowing that you've introduced change, whether you think so or not, whether you think it's positive or not. Just know that this is actually a healing change. And you want to allow it and allow yourself to notice the impulses and how the habits start to reassert themselves, how you do that. What is that you do? So it's something that you do, and you want to just be aware of it so that you cannot have to be compelled to do that. Okay, so now let's bring the hands, if it's comfortable to you, okay, bring the hands behind the head and let the elbows and shoulders be relaxed. And you're wanting to put the hands on the back of the head at the base of the skull, okay? And we're just gonna gently make some circles there. Just to awaken, first of all, to awaken our awareness of this area. So this is an area of it's close to the brain stem. It's a lot of reactivity in this area. And it's an area that we keep fairly, most of us keep fairly armored and tense. So much so that a lot of us don't even, we've sort of numbed ourselves to this. So be extra gentle here, even if you think nothing is happening, even if you think I don't feel anything, be extra gentle, because I promise you that most people have so much held here, even if you think you don't, that if you release too much too quickly, it won't be bad. You won't hurt yourself, but if you release too much too quickly, you will interpret that as pain, okay? And release the hands. So we want to be extra gentle there, and it's a really good area to bring this loving touch to on a regular basis, to awaken that area and to soften that area, because it's going to be so healing on so many levels, emotionally, physically. It's going to help restore the alignment of the skull over the spine. It's really, really, really powerful. But like I said, if you do too much too quickly, it will be your nervous system will interpret that as pain. So always be very gentle there. Don't be overly aggressive. If you're too aggressive, like I said, you won't hurt yourself, but you might think you did. And that's really that's the vicious cycle you don't want to be in. It takes a great deal less presence to do smaller incremental steps in healing than it does to do massive steps. And I don't have that level of presence. So if you do, go for it, but I don't. So I have to be extra gentle. I hope you are also extra gentle so that you don't push yourself into a stress response. Okay, so now let's rub the hands together. This time let's do it a little bit more vigorously, okay, so that you can start to feel a little bit of heat build up. Don't, a little bit, okay? Don't hurt yourself, just a little bit. And now let's place the palms over the eyes. And as you're doing this, I want you to keep the fingers together, not so tight that you have to strain, but so that you're not letting in light. As much as possible, you want to have this area sealed from light, and it's hard to get it perfect, but you just do your best. And then also make sure that you're relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the elbows. So you want to let the arms, the elbows come in front and let them rest down on the chest as much as possible. And let the hands be relaxed and gently heavy on the cheeks, so that also brings some relaxation to the face. And relax the eyes and just feel or imagine that that energy from the hands generated that from that friction, that heat is just going into the eyes. And then slowly let the hands come down. Hopefully your face feels good. Hopefully your eyes feel good. Your eyes are closed, then slowly open them. And we're going to do a little bit of eye movement. So I want you to just choose a point directly. So most of you are probably inside. So you probably, unless you have a window in front of you, which would be nice, you could actually see to the horizon. That would be wonderful. But otherwise, just imagine that you're looking to the horizon. So most of us, when we're looking at screens, we're looking somewhat down, but the horizon is going to be higher up than what most of us are usually looking at. Most of us are accustomed to that head forward posture. We're looking at screens, books, and things so much of the time. So this will mean the head's going to be coming up. It's going to be aligned over the spine, and you're going to just imagine you're looking at the horizon. So you want to imagine you're looking off into the distance at a point on the horizon, way off in the distance. And then notice that you can see in your peripheral vision on the left and the right. So as you imagine you're looking at that point on way off in the distance in the horizon, you can also see simultaneously to the right and left in your peripheral vision. So you want to notice that you're seeing in the peripheral vision, and then slowly bring your focus to the tip of your nose. So that you're looking at the tip of the nose equally with the right and the left eyes. Now, if this is strenuous for you, then you can just close the eyes and relax the eyes for a moment. And then if it's not strenuous, you can just gently hold that for a moment. And then again, look at that point in the distance at the horizon. And again, it's maybe imaginary because you may be having to imagine you're looking through a wall. But just imagine that you're looking at that point in the distance and that you can see in your peripheral vision to the left and the right equally. So you have to, if you're looking through a wall, you have to really imagine you're looking through the wall. So the wall is not in focus. Your focus would be way off in the distance, and you can see on the right and the left in your peripheral vision. And then bring your focus to the tip of the nose. And again, if that's strenuous for you, just do your best for a moment without undue strain, and then relax the eyes and close the eyes for a moment. It will become easier with time and practice. If you find that difficult, it's just indicating that your eye muscles and your eyes and your eye muscles are habitually tense. Okay, relax the eyes, close the eyes, and let's rub the palms together and then vigorously, and then we'll put them over the eyes again, like we did a moment ago. So you're building up a little bit of friction, a little bit of heat, in the palms so that you can feel that energy, and then you're placing them over the eyes. So you're not pressing on the eyes, you're just putting the palms over the eyes, cupping them slightly, and then feeling that energy, that gentle warmth going into the eyes, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the cheeks, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the shoulders, the elbows. And then slowly release the hands. And I'm sorry I wasn't clear about the eye movement thing we just did. You can do that lying down as well. You just imagine, even though you're looking through the ceiling, you would imagine the same thing. You're looking way off into the distance. It doesn't have to be literally the horizon, but it's just like to get that neutral alignment of the head, and then imagine that you're looking directly straight ahead off into the distance. Okay, so let's do a little bit of breathing with awareness, and we're going to do something a little bit different today, which is we'll do to some of you may be familiar with it if you've ever done any pranayama. It's one of the basic pranayamas it's taught. It's called Nadi Shodhana. It means alternate nostril breathing. We're going to use we'll use the right hand. If you wish to do it with the left hand, you can do it with the left hand, that's fine, but you just reverse the order of the things that I'll be saying. So there are many different ways that this is taught. We'll do it one of the ways. So you're going to take your hand, you can do like Spock, okay? Live long and prosper. You're going to take your index and middle fingers, you're going to keep them gently together and place those on the forehead so that your thumb can gently touch the right nostril, and then you keep the ring finger and the pinky finger together, and the ring finger will be on the left nostril. Again, if you're going to do it with the left hand, you just reverse that. Okay. And then if you do it with the left hand, you would reverse the order of the nostrils that we're going to do. So the way that this is going to be is I'll describe it and then we'll do it together. So you're going to keep the index and middle finger on the forehead throughout. Then you'll gently close the right nostril with the thumb, and you're going to breathe in through the left nostril. Then at the top of the inhalation, you're going to release the thumb, and you're going to close the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale through the right nostril. Then you'll keep that left nostril closed. You'll inhale through the right nostril, and then you'll release the other and close the right nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. So you're going to inhale through a nostril, exhale through the other nostril, inhale through the same nostril you just exhaled through, and then switch. Okay, hopefully that is clear. So, and you'll just do this at your own pace. Should be totally non-stressful or non-strenuous. If you find that it's stressful for you, if you have any air hunger, don't do it. And instead just do breathing through your nose in the way that we normally do, just with awareness. So the same principles will apply here as we usually utilize with breathing. It's just a relaxed natural, gentle breathing, non-forced. You shouldn't be getting air hunger. If you do, if you get air hunger with the alternate nostril breathing, which sometimes happens for people, then just release the hand and just breathe through the both nostrils. Okay, so let's just do that for a few moments together. Okay, so, and if it's not clear to you, don't do it today. And when we do it another time, I can again give the directions. So for today, if it's not clear to you, just breathe through the nose with awareness, just as we often do. Okay, so let's do that together. So we're going to close the right nostril and inhale through the left, and then exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, then switch and exhale through the left. Great. Keep relaxing the arm and the elbow and the shoulders so that it's not stressful for you. Rest the arm and the elbow against the chest. Do a few more breaths. And when you next exhale through the left nostril, release the hand and close the eyes if it's comfortable for you. And just take a few more breaths after that through both nostrils with the eyes closed if it's comfortable, and just feel what has changed. And then if it's comfortable for you, if you felt totally comfortable humming previously, then let's do up to 3 more hums and notice what's different about your experience of the resonance of the hum within yourself this time. And again, please only do this within your own comfort. So if in doubt, do less. And then if your eyes are closed, keep them closed. If they're not closed and it's comfortable for you to do so, close the eyes and take a few moments to consciously direct our intention so that we can direct the energy, the fruits of our exploration today for healing and blessing. So start by becoming aware of your body, be aware of the support, and let yourself release any unnecessary effort that you become aware of so that you can really receive that support. Because that support is going to dramatically amplify the intention. When you consciously connect with that support, here we're connecting with the earth, that earth which is supporting us, then we can consciously tap into all of that power that backs us and supports us so that it amplifies our intention of healing and blessing. So start with your own inner body and bless your inner body, bless your organs. If you know where the organs are, then you can consciously be aware of them. Just take a moment to be aware of the liver, the heart, the stomach and spleen, the intestines, the lungs, the ovaries, if you're a woman, the testicles, if you're a man. If you're a woman, then also include the uterus. the brain, bless the bones and the marrow, bless your muscles, bless all of the connective tissue, bless your skin, bless your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations, your memories, your imagination. Bless your finances, your expression of your soul's song and vibration. Bless your relationships. Bless your home. Bless your loved ones. Bless your neighbors. Bless your entire neighborhood. Bless all of the wild animals, the domesticated animals, the wild and domesticated plants, the water, the air, the minerals. Bless your ancestors. Bless your country. Bless all governments. Bless this entire earth from the core all the way to the furthest reaches of the atmosphere. Bless the moon and the sun and all of the planets. Bless this entire universe. Bless all beings everywhere, that all may know peace and all may know love and all may know harmony. And again, become aware of your physical body. And we'll gently scan from head to toe. So bring your awareness to the scalp, to the forehead, the back of the head, the right side of the head, the left side of the head, the ears, the nose, the eyes, the mouth, the chin, the throat, the neck. Be aware of the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the hands, fingers, and palms. Be aware of the chest and the upper back, the abdomen and the lower back. Be aware of the pelvic floor, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the lower legs, the tops of the feet, the toes, and the soles of the feet. Be aware of the entire body. Then slowly move your fingers. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to open the eyes. Take your time. I forgot to mention at the beginning of today's meeting that I have something scheduled at noon, which is now. So we're not going to have a Q&A today. but I will see most of you, those who choose to attend tomorrow, for terrific transformative Tail Tuesday. So remember to be gentle with yourself, be loving, and remember that whatever happens is for good and for healing. So you've taken this time. It's really wonderful, really. I mean, it's such a gift that you give yourself and all everyone. It's a really enormous thing that you do. So only good comes from this. And sometimes we have, a lot of the time we have things inverted. So we mistakenly believe that good is bad and bad is good, and we don't really know that we're doing that. So sometimes when good is coming to you and positive change and healing is taking place, your nervous system will interpret that as bad or scary or painful. So just know that whatever happens is good, even if you don't yet know how it is good. Trust that it's good. Know that only healing comes from this. So have faith in that and be really good to yourself, gentle, loving, nourish yourself, bless those around you. And just know all is taken care of. And I will see you soon. Blessings to you all. Bye for now.